So that's actually what somebody said about these people when they got nominated, which is actually really impressive. And if you listen to that carefully, that's words of love someone else pushed out there. So I know I totally messed up the PowerPoint, but at the end of the day, I just want to make sure you guys understand that's actually heartfelt messages from somebody that cares enough about those people to nominate them for this award, which is really cool. So the final award of the night is the Sales Community Leader of the Year. And this is a very special, and I hope the right slide comes up next, but this is a very special award to me specifically. Obviously, this is a community that I care a ton about. It's a passion. I'm a passionate salesperson. I believe that we all change people's lives for the better if we do our job correctly. And people that commit to edifying that in our community and help bring us together so that we can learn, get better, and thrive, and have people outside this community recognize that and move to Atlanta because they know they can grow their business and join a city of great people, full of great leaders, to me is super, super impressive. And I'm very excited about this award. So hopefully the right slide. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's the right one. How about that? Amazing. The first person I want to talk about is Dr. Terry Lowe. Dr. Terry Lowe, would you stand up back there? So Dr. Lowe is the director of the Center for Professional Selling at Kennesaw State University. And they started that program, I believe, in 2003. And they help produce the ready workforce that we all need, okay, to help grow our businesses. And they have a professional selling center there that produces, I think, 200 candidates a year that are basically certified through their program. And he's one of 45, I think, universities around the country that actually recognize that program and have a degree as part of that. Okay, and they compete, those kids compete around the country with other kids, right, from other universities, and they are producing top-notch, work-ready salespeople. And that's a very, very big thing for our community. So thank you so much, Dr. Lowe. I appreciate that. The next individual doesn't need a lot of introduction. We've all read about him. A lot of people here are very close friends with Kyle Porter. But a lot of why we're here today and why I was inspired to work with Tino to build this is because of Kyle Porter, right? And what he's done at Sales Loft and what he's done with the AAISP and what he's done with the Rainmaker Conference and a bunch of different other gatherings that he put together out of his own pocket years ago, pre-funding, to help bring us all together and get better as salespeople. And his commitment to this community obviously is notwithstanding the 32,000 square feet that they're going to fill up full of more salespeople in Midtown in the coming summer. But it's a quite impressive run, and I appreciate all your support. And the last is Irving Corrales and Dr. Cassandra Wells. Again, more educators. Dr. Wells, would you stand up for a second? I just want to make sure we recognize you. Let's give her a round of applause. So Dr. Wells and Irving Corrales are entrepreneurs. They're educational entrepreneurs. They raised money to start a sales program at Morehouse College that the entire college can now participate in. And it's not just, hey, come take a sales class. I believe it's a 5-class program, okay? And they're helping, like Dr. Lowe, produce workforce-ready salespeople that are critical to our economy. People come to Atlanta, and I'm one of the fortunate people that gets to pitch companies through the Metro Chamber when they come to Atlanta to see about bringing their companies here. And the very first thing they ask me is, what's the workforce like? Can you find good people? And are they ready to go to work? Because that's the reason we want to come to Atlanta. And these people are out there producing people and candidates, right, and salespeople that are ready to go. And it's just a really big deal, and it's a lot of work, okay? And it's just very important. So thank you so much. Deserving. Yeah, man. Good job. Way to go.
Thank you. All right. Man, this is a huge honor. I am super excited. I tell you a quick story. I started working at the Advanced Technology Development Center at Georgia Tech back in 2015, and one of my neighbors was Tino, and he was running tag, and And I went to a lot of tag events, and I had a blast at all these tag events, but I'll tell you, being in this room today and walking through the doors off the elevator and looking at all my people, all these sellers, just gets me so jacked up and excited. And this is the best tag group. No offense to the other ones, the fintech and all the salespeople rule, and I'm just so excited to be here. You know, the talk we had earlier was just fantastic. Earlier today, I was in a room with a bunch of judges for an innovation award. And I walked in the room and I told them, I said, there are a lot of people that have innovated things in medical space and technology and data and all these things that are happening. But these inventions and these innovations that happen in tech, they don't get off the ground without you. They don't go to market without you. You're the reason that companies are able to succeed, to grow, to hire, to invent, to do things, to build community. And sales is the backbone of communities. It's the backbone of our economy. And I just absolutely love every single person in this room for doing God's work and getting out there and selling. And you know, if this award was given by anyone else, it would go straight to Kyle. This tag group is the best group we've had in the history of at least my time in the Atlanta technology industry. And shout out to Kyle T and the board for just being tremendous. And I'll tell you one thing, it's really easy to get out and host events and put on conferences when you have a few things working for you. One, when you have a guy like Derek Grant that never misses the number, back at home working on behalf of the team. Thank you, Derek, for everything that you do. When I started SalesLoft inside the Pardot offices, I watched Derek work, and my whole entire time at SalesLoft since then, I said, I hope I get the opportunity to work with Derek Grant one day. And he was the only sales VP I ever wanted to hire, and so just honored to work with him. And the other thing is when you have a community of folks that just soak up knowledge and information and are willing to give back and share with the community. We you know, me and John, we float an event invite out, and it just moves around, and people come and they show up and they share, and folks come in the room and they say, I learned, I grew, I'm able to do more now because of the things that that came from this event. So, I'm a lifelong seller, and I just saw a gentleman named Ed Grazing that I worked with way back in the day who taught me a lot of things, and now he and Kyle work together. This is just a tremendous community here in Atlanta sales, and I'm honored to be here and excited for all the things we're going to do together in the future. Thank you.